Sweet, Sweet Memory by Jacqueline Woodson. Illustrations by Floyd Copper. Grandma had made a white dress with angel sleeves. I pull it over my head, button the back, and lift up my arms. Out on the porch, I comb my hair for the first time because Grandma is busy and Grandpa is gone. The lettuce is thin and fine. The stalks of corn are taller than I am now. Soon there will be collards, tomatoes, cabbage, and squash. The earth changes, Grandpa said, as he planted his garden. Like us, it lives, it grows. Like us, Grandpa said, holding the rich brown earth in his hand, as part of it never dies. Everything and everyone goes on and on. The house is hushed and golden. Soon there will be people here, and heads bowed in prayer, and arms around me, silent and sad, soft, warm hands against my forehead, more tears to brush away. Relatives come from everywhere bringing food and hugs and memories of Grandpa. Gray brushes soft against my leg like always. I pick her up and rub her until she purrs. Her purring goes on and on. My family has 100 stories to tell about Grandpa. The long ago stories from before I was born, the last month stories, the last week stories, but I don't tell my story, the one that is stuck there in the back of my throat. Say something about your grandpa, Sarah, Grandma says. But I shake my head, lean into her, and cry, not caring that everyone is watching me, cousins and uncles and aunts. It'll pass, Uncle Mitchell says, hunkering down beside me. A little bit at a time. Everything is and everyone goes on and on. That's my story, I whisper. And Uncle Mitchell smiles and says, I know, he said it to me too when I was a little boy. And me too, Aunt Delilah says, handing me some flowers, when I was no whit bigger than you. And me too, my cousin Randy says, last summer out there in his garden. And me too, I say, feeling a smile coming on all the time. Outside, the sun fades and the cricket's song grows loud. The day is ending like always, everything and everyone going on and on. Late in the evening, more hugs and kisses. Then the cars start pulling slowly away from our house. Grandma starts humming a song she always hums at the end of the day. And we wave goodbye until we can't see a single car light. Then we wave a little while longer, turn the porch light off, and sit on the porch swing in the darkness like always. Soon the sweet corn will be ready for picking, Grandma says. He loved to plant, your grandpa did. Soon I'll make us a nice meal with all the vegetables from his garden. Grandma smiles. We'll eat sweet corn and have a sweet, sweet memory. What will you remember, Sarah? Grandma wants to know. I smile, leaning against her shoulder. In the garden there are crickets and katydids singing. Grandpa said to listen to the things I say. Listen to the way life goes on and on. Somewhere an owl is hoo-hooing, soft and low. Under the porch there are field mice moving around, maybe a frog or two. And he used to talk about being a boy, I whisper. He would smile when he talked about the picnics they would have in the summer, and he'd say, "Oh, if you could have been there, Sarah. My memory sure is sweet." Me and Grandma laugh and remember long into the night. But for a time there is sadness before sleep. Watch the world, Grandpa said, digging in his garden. Watch the way it grows. So I watch it as summer fades to fall. Watch it as me and Grandma begin to pack away our summer clothes and take down our sweaters and start a doll bed quilt and finish it. I watch the world as the days grow shorter. Watch it as harvest comes, bringing with it Grandpa's collards and cabbage, tomatoes, squash, and sweet potatoes. And supper on the porch with the sun going down. Sweet, sweet memory and everything and everyone going on